Hello, it's Miss Havisham. I'm at St Saviour's Church at Dartmouth in Devon. So, what I feel from looking around here is that there isn't anyone actually buried here. I think these graves or stones are just stuck in the ground like staves, standing stones, or whatever the purpose is. These are in lines, these are on the pathway, and I don't believe there's anyone there because it doesn't look real. Again, a stone box there. There's no one in that, and there's no one underneath it either, because there's another stone there. Now, because death is a taboo, no one will question anything to do with it. We are told churchyards are overflowing with corpses, or they were in the early 1800s. Why bury them in churchyards at all? The paupers were expedient anyway. Churchyards never used to be used as burial grounds in medieval times. They were used for fetes, fairs, meetings, shows, entertainments, whatever, not for burials. Burials and deaths were increasing from the 1820s due to the increase in population. We are told people were dying of diseases, yes, and they are dying of diseases now, many virtually unknown back then. The population had merely increased after the catastrophe, inundation, which was from above. In my belief, it came from above. It wasn't liquefaction or anything like that. That's just a distraction and misinformation. It came from the ash from above that fell, that came from volcanoes, and not necessarily from abroad. It could have been a local one. There's many extinct volcanoes in this country, and the ash came from above and fell very deeply and buried everything. And there were many dead, wiped out the population, and that's when it all had to start up again and things were dug out. But I believe it was ash. Now, this church dates from the 1100s. But I do believe these stones are just stuck in, and I don't believe there's anything there underneath. It's obvious, you can tell there isn't. One here, March the 21st, 1815, aged 18 months. I just don't believe it. Big stone like that. I don't believe it. There's anything there, or ever was anything there. Can hear the train whistle, the steam train. Now this is strange. What the hell is that? What on earth is that? This one's from 1836. 3 sixes, 666. That one's bent backwards. It wouldn't just bend backwards and just stay like that. It would fall over completely. But I think they're placed like that, as I said before. Look at that one just on the corner. something here completely covered in ivy. And I think this part here is very eerie. So I'll miss that out. Just eerie. There isn't any faces on this one, strangely enough. There's no faces. I think there's lots of fake names. And I think this is one fake name, which is William Drake. On this one, it says William Drake, November the 9th. And Drake is another word for dragon. It's William Dragon. The son died in 1820, aged 9 weeks. So I don't believe that either. I'm going inside. My roadies kindly opened the door for me. Some very ancient things inside here. First of all, this is the original door, which is quite astounding. From 1631. Quite amazing. So they've taken that off and it's propped up now. That is quite amazing. And this area up above was actually built in 1633, and it actually cost £15 for the wood and the workmanship for this mezzanine area. You can now have coffees up here. Our times have changed. You can go everywhere to get a coffee. Painting up there. Window. Beautiful colours. Doesn't show its full effect on my camera, unfortunately. Evil cherubs. That's what they are, evil cherubs. Cherubim. That one was someone who was a surgeon of the town who died in 1800. Back down again. This is where people were leaving annuities to benefit the poor. For the benefit of the poor of this town. 1640 or 1641. That one. There's someone here who died 1490. one there, 1548. These are so ancient. These would have been before the catastrophe. Then the catastrophe came and it wiped almost everyone out, and it was blamed on the Black Death, which is, in fact, was to cover up what really happened. That the plague rats came, but it was actually from above. The pestilence came from above, and it was all the ash that inundated everything. Now, this woodwork was apparently taken from a captured Spanish galleon of the Spanish Armada in 1588. This wood. We're not allowed to go in there. We can look through. Wow, it's locked. I can't go in. Oh, it's a king on a throne. On the altar. I don't know who the king is. Heaven shape carving. No one could do that carving now. It couldn't be done now. No one could do it now. It's amazing. Candle for peace. Obviously it's not working. Oh, angels. As I've said before, they're demonic beings. That's my opinion. Others may not agree, but that is my opinion. I think that thing there, that looks evil. The eyes are evil, it looks horrible. Everyone's got different tastes. So thank you for taking the time to watch. I've been Miss Havisham at St Saviour's Church, Dartmouth. So this is an addendum from Miss Havisham in Dartmouth. So this church was founded 1286, and that symbol there is the Druid symbol, and it's runes. That is a merchant who was drowned in 1696. His wife is buried up at the St Petrock's Church that I went to previously. This is the organ that is up there. And then I wanted just to show this one. Lots of strange numbers on there. And there's the ISIS again, that one of them died 1818 on the 13th of October, which is that's symbolic of the date when the leader of the Knights Templar, Hugh de Payens, actually died on the 13th of October, Friday. That's why we get Friday the 13th being unlucky. But that's ISIS 1818, and the other days and numbers are different, different combinations, all adding up to 6, so 666. Right, so I did miss out the actual tombs and stones in the floor. They're all up the floor, these tombs. Here lies the body. That one's the other way. That was age 66. See, it's these numbers all the time. 666 or 66. And I was going to actually show the faces on the arches, which I noticed, faces going up those arches. Hope you can see them. Faces there. These arches. Faces. Stone pillars, fantastic. But these faces, again, grotesque. And this is the old font with the holy water. There's a key. There's a key on there. Holy water in the font. Wow. So I've been Miss Havisham at St Saviour's Church, Dartmouth, Devon. Thank you for taking the time, as always. Bye.